what's up everybody in YouTube? It's been a while since I put a video out on this channel. A couple of reasons. One, my wife and I had a kid, and so that's been occupying a lot of my time. And also, we moved halfway across the country, so I'm no longer in western North Carolina. I'm actually in the northern part of Houston, Texas now. And we're in between like houses or whatever. Our in-laws are nice enough to let us kind of couch surf there, so all my stuff is in storage. And I don't really have a good place to do any kind of like work on anything, and kind of sucks because that's like my outlet, and I really would like to continue messing with, stuff like that, but until I get somewhere, just basically have to ride it out and wait. But kind of been thinking lately that I want to try to start flipping some cars. So I want to try to find some kind of car that I know has like a common problem that I can alleviate. So I think the thing about flipping cars is you kind of have to find the right kind of car to flip, and kind of knowing the market. Around where I'm at, a lot of people around here have a lot of money, so it'll be a little bit interesting. But I think I'm just gonna start with like a cheaper car or whatever that like would be a teenager's first car or something. So like smaller economy cars that are good on gas and they're kind of cheap. Probably find a throwaway car like a Chevy Cobalt or something, and work on that. I know they have typical like time and chain issues and stuff like that, and I don't know, part of me just wants to like tackle something like that just for the sake of knowing how to do it. So eventually maybe, or something like that. I just have to get lucky and find one cheap enough and know kind of like money wise what I'd be putting into it, and then kind of figure out how much I could price it at and make a little profit. I don't know. I might lose it, I might lose out on it, I may not, I don't know. Like that Outback of my wife's, that was supposed to be a car to flip, but our circumstances had changed, and we ended up using that car, and we still have it. But it's kind of getting out of the usefulness for us because the roof line on it is so low, and having the child seat face backwards, it's a little bit tough to get our son in and out of the car. And he's pretty soon he'll be big enough to like flip the car seat around the other way, and that might make it a little bit easier, but it doesn't take away from the fact that the roof line on that car is just really low. So I've kind of also thought about finding something that's got a taller roof line, like maybe a crossover or an SUV or something, finding something cheap and like fixing it up. But my wife wants to buy something new or newer, and she kind of wants to do it for herself, and I don't really want to take that away from her or anything. But maybe if there's a chance in the interim, I can find like an older like Chevy Equinox or something. I know those are probably not like the greatest things in the world, but if it happens to accommodate our needs, then why not? They're cheap enough, so maybe find one that needs head gaskets or something and fix that up. But anyway, so I haven't quit thinking about like making videos or whatever. I know it kind of went quiet for a little while, but I've just been kind of dealing with life and trying to, you know, maintain and keep our shit going. So we'll get there eventually.